If you resist the fact that problems keep coming up, you will break down. You will have panic attacks. You will crash and burn mentally, financially, potentially physically, and then quit. And then you will tell everyone, don't do that. Property investment's a scam. That HMO's fucking scam. Deal source, that's a scam. Don't be doing that. You'll never win. You'll be that person in the pub 30 years from now, bitter, sour, and angry at yourself, advising other people not to do it because you fucking failed and you couldn't handle the problems yourself. It is site visit day, and the end is in sight for 2 projects mainly, and 1 project shortly after. So, I'm very excited, man. I'm going to show you around Project Madagascar, 6-bed HMO conversion, 3-bed into a 6-bed, and 3 studio style rooms. Then we're going to go to Project Sun. Again, 6-bed HMO conversion, was a 3-bed house, now a 6-bed HMO, 3 studio style rooms. And then it's Project Western, and that is a 6-bed HMO, 3-bed house converted to a 6-bed HMO, and 5 studio style rooms and 1 ensuite room. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, this week I done my 3rd talk. I'm so fucking buzzing with how it went. It was the first talk I've ever done where whilst I was doing it, I was enjoying it. I was actually able to like just have fun sort of thing and feel relaxed. The first 2 talks, as you know, if you've been watching the past few like videos of me doing talks, like you know that this is my greatest fear. I've been going on about this for months. Like I've skydived, traveled the world, started a business, moved away from home. None of that even holds a candle to how scared I was of public speaking. So to now finally being able to, whilst in the talk, be like, oh my God, this is amazing, rather than holy shit, like I'm terrified. I'm so relieved. And I want that to be proof to you that I'm telling you, like if you do something enough times, you end up enjoying it. Like if it's your greatest fear, the first few times are going to be horrifying, like I'm telling you that much, but then you start leaning into it, you start understanding like, oh yeah, you can do it. And the feedback that you get from it, like people saying it's the best talk they've heard, people thanking me for sharing my stories, like it's just, it means the world to me, man. It means the world to me, and it's just incredible. So I'm really happy. Next year I do want to do quite a lot more, but change up the talk as well. I want to change it up, change the stories up, change the lessons up, change the points I want to get across. And yeah, exciting. However, see, an hour before I done that talk, an hour before I done my presentation on Wednesday, I lost tens of thousands of pounds. And it was like a holy shit moment. So I was already nervous going into the talk. And I got a call stating that the estate agent that we had an offer, because we had an offer accepted on Monday. I had an offer accepted on Monday for a client, told the client, brilliant news, architect going out next Monday. Team initiated, right? Boom. Documents sent to the agent. We got an email that says your offer has been accepted. They then call on Wednesday evening, this is when my talk is, and say, the seller has accepted another offer. If you want to come back with a higher offer, I'm happy to present that to him. Like, what the fuck? And they just like sent an email saying it's extremely unprofessional. We were told it was accepted. We've instructed our team. We've made all these arrangements. This is highly unprofessional. Like, it is legal for them to do that, but it's highly unprofessional and the trust is broken. They then replied and said, your offer wasn't accepted. It was the seller looked to accept it. And we showed someone else around and they put a considerably higher offer. And it wasn't locked in, is the words. That's the exact words that they used, man. That's the exact words that they used. And that agent is someone that I'm never going to trust again, because we literally have an email that says offer accepted, initiate the team, and then they try and gaslight us and say it wasn't accepted. What a heap of shite. Like, and then I put it into a group chat of friends that I'm in that are investors, right? And I said to them, like, this is what's happened. Does this happen to any of you? Yes, this happened to me. This, yes. If you're an estate agent and you want to build trust with someone, I have multiple clients wanting to do 10 deals each, right? And all these investor friends do several deals each. If you're an estate agent, especially an independent one, and you want consistent buyers And with the strategy that I do, it's damn near asking price. Like, it's not like when you do a flip and you put in 30-40% below market value. Like, I'm damn fucking close to that asking price. If you want a consistent buyer, don't breach the trust within 5 minutes and then gaslight them. I'm not saying we're owed that property. However, don't gaslight and don't lie. I'm telling you, man, estate agents, get your shit together. Some of you guys are amazing. It's like deal sources. It's like people that do what I do. Some of us are good, but there's a lot of really, really, really shit ones out there, and they ruin it for everyone else. And it's the same with fucking estate agents. I'm sick to death of them. It's constant best and final, best and final, best and final. And then it's like offer accepted after you've instructed your team. Imagine I was a first-time buyer and I was excited, like in that sense, you know? We've got multiple offers out, so we're fine. Like, we know we're going to get one any minute. But if you're a first-time buyer and this is your dream home and they do something like that, fuck them, man. So that's my rant of today. And I'm going to show you what I do at these projects because I want it to be a valuable video. But I'm telling you, if you're an estate agent and you know that you're creating bidding wars and you know it's wrong and you're breaching that trust, try and think long-term. And this goes for any of you that's in business. If you have any sort of thinking, think long-term. And do you know what I did? I didn't argue with the agent. I didn't leave a bad review. I didn't call them all the names under the world. I know that I'm better protecting that relationship than calling them everything under the world. Because if they've got a great deals on, I want to make sure that I still am able to get those deals. However, I will damn make sure that I've got it in writing that it is fucking accepted and they are not doing any more viewings and more offers. Learned the lesson. Don't let your emotions get ahead of you. Right, I'll see you at the project. There's the video from last week about to be uploaded. Friday today, site visit day. Got my office set up and we are at Project Madagascar. Why am I back here? Well, white goods are being delivered today and they still haven't given a time. So obviously the builder's not going to wait. I decided I'm going to park up here, use this as my office, catch up on a load of admin and wait for the white goods. And I'm going to do a bit of hoovering as well because I'm a bit of a perfectionist. I want it to be hoovered, I want it to be spotless, and then no doubt when they install the white goods, it's going to be a problem. Again, they're going to be a bit messy. However, look at that, automatic sensor lighting. Do that, by the way. Do automatic sensor lighting simply because not much more to install. However, over the course of years, because you're going to hold this for years if you do this strategy, the tenants will forget to turn the lights off and these automatically turn off. So you're going to save money over time. Just get it done, you know. I think that's my opinion anyway. So what's been done? Photos have been put up. I like a bit of artwork. TVs have been put up. I've already shown you this in that video. I'm actually exporting. I've already showed you that, most of it. The beds have been done upstairs and I'll show you where the white goods are going actually. So under counter fridge, under counter freezer, a stacked washer dryer there, and that's a bit of a seating area. I need to put the bins somewhere else and get stools under there. However, what else is going here? Under there, a mini fridge with a top drawer freezer. Me and Lauren had that when we lived in a studio for a long time. Some of my clients are thinking, is that enough? Well, me and Lauren both lived in a studio like this for two years, or was it a year and a half? Something like that. It was a long time. 2.5 years, I think. I don't fucking know. But basically, it was enough for us. So if you're ever concerned about putting a fridge with one drawer of a freezer, me and Lauren both survived off of that for a long time whilst I was building the company. So it's fine. That's in there. This bed wasn't built the last time we were here in this video. I do like these. Really like them. Artwork. Do like the artwork. You got paneling there. I do like it. It doesn't really come up that nice on the camera. I hope it does. But TV's up there, desk there. I moved things around a little bit. Tell me what you prefer. I think that looks nice there, the wardrobe. I'm putting the desk there because there's a socket under there. When the furniture pack company done it, they put the wardrobe, I think it was there or here, something like that. Right, so I have been spending quite a bit of time creating this valuation pack and I'm going to walk you through it. So the full address is up here. I do this in Canva, by the way. I put the full address up there, valuation pack. I put the photograph there, a bit of the numbers here, just so you can see, or the valuer can see. By the way, the point of this, I'm meeting the valuer
on Monday, and I go around the project just to show them what we believe the end value to be, the gross rent, the plan for the project. I give them this pack. You don't have to, but it's nice to do it. It shows your expertise and it shows you know what you're doing, and you put a lot of thought and consideration into your project. And it also acts as a guide as well. You can basically, it's Friday today. I'll send it today. He can print it out. I'll print it out, and we'll go around the project together and answer any questions, right? So I then do the area. The next page is the area. A little bit about the area. A little screenshot there. Before refurbishment, that's the photos from Rightmove that you would use. Previous projects. So here's some previous projects that I've done. Beautiful. And that's just to show your experience. If you don't have any previous projects, ask your builder that you're going to be using. He'll have previous projects, and just be like, look, this is my first one. However, the build team that I've used, they've done 10, they've done 20, they've done 30. Here's the previous projects, and this is what they've done. And the interior designers, if you're going to use interior designers, leverage their experience, right? Because ultimately, they'll be carrying out the works for you. So the next one is current floor plans. That is the current floor plans of the property. However, and I put a little bit description there, you know, why not? Proposed floor plans. Here's what we're planning on doing. 5 studios, 1 ensuite room. Studio. So that's a studio, ensuite room. Staircase in the middle, side entrance there. Little extension there. We're not doing an infill extension. We're just doing a regular extension. And these 2 rooms here are 19.5 square meters, 19 square meters. Big rooms. And I put a little bit of a description there as well, just for why not. Key information about 5 studios or 1 double ensuite room. I put some information here, screenshot it, steal it, why not? And then I put down here, why I believe we'll get the end value, because I have sought out other valuation reports from other investors. So I am fully confident we can get that end value based on actual evidence from the same people carrying out this valuation, right? That's as much evidence as you can get. I do little comparables. I might shove a couple more comparables in there to make them undeniable. They do their own comparables. They do their own research. It's not like this is all they get. However, it just nudges it in the right direction. It shows that you know what you're doing. So I think this is the way. I might create one for you guys to use, because why not? Give you it for free. I think there is one in the description. It's not that great, but there is one in the description. I might just put this one in the description sometime soon as well. Hope this helped. We are at Project Sun. This is the loft ensuite room. Big shout out to Henry, doing bits as always. Got the desk area there. That mirror is going on. And look at the beautiful bed setup. TV's there, that'll swivel round so you can watch it from the bed. Fridge has arrived. White goods arrived. Well buzzing. And got the microwave, got everything sorted. Your boy likes his iron brew and his Starbucks, alright? That's just the end of that. Bins arrived. This is an extension. So the original house went to here, and then the off shot went to where that is there. So imagine the end of the house there, and the end of the house here, and then going there. That's like the L-shaped dormer shape. Same as on the first floor, same as on the second floor. So we extended this to here, which is approximately 3 meters. And we extended the house all the way to here, right? All the way to the end here. And look at the room it gives you. This room, about $650 per calendar month. Could you imagine if you hold this for 10, 20, 30 years? Obviously, the extension pays for itself. It doesn't take long for it to pay for itself. And then you can, enjoy the profits. But this room here, I absolutely love. I do love it. The ensuite is a nice size as well, Very happy with it. The color schemes, mirrors, Really, really happy with this one. From a color scheme perspective, this is my absolute favorite. So, kitchen communal here. Everything you see is brand new, man. And we've got storage under the stairs, 6-bed HMO, generating around 50,000 gross a year, around 17,000 net per year. 1,200-1,300 or thereabouts per calendar month net, right? Net. That is after bills, after your mortgage, after your council tax, after your utilities, lettings agent. Think about it. My question to you is, how many of these would you need to quit your job, man? Because that's why I love this strategy. This is a cash flow strategy, by the way. So that's why I really, really like it, because my clients' end goals are usually to spend more time with their families, put money towards retirement, put money towards quitting their jobs, and or just storing wealth, you know. I've got clients who are selling companies, who have run companies, clients based around the world who want to invest in the UK. Like, the goals are different, but the outcome is the same. It's a cash flow strategy. So that's why I like this. And then secure some buy-to-lets. You know, I do like buy-to-lets. So when I build these portfolios for clients, I secure them buy-to-lets. After about 3 to 5 of these are pretty leveraged, and securing buy-to-lets below market value, add a bit of value to them, and then that's it, man. I like it. I like it. I like this. And I can't wait to do my own. Signing everything this week, hopefully. And then your boy's doing his own. Project Western. This is Project Western here. And we aren't far away. It's going to be finished start of January, maybe mid-January, but we're aiming for the first couple of weeks of January. And look at that dormer. We're currently in the L-shaped dormer, as I've spoken about previously. And this is 5 studios, 1 ensuite room. Here's one of the en-suites. Oh, that's beautiful, golden hour. And that's paneling, by the way. Very pretty. I like that paneling. That's the age-old argument. Panels or tiles, panels or tiles. The bed's going there. Kitchenette's obviously there. TV going up there. Bit of a wardrobe space there. Here is a U-shaped staircase without the carpets. So, this is what it'll look like should you be doing it. Pre-painted. And here's another studio room. As you can see, the bed's going here. Interior designers on this one are the same as the one on Project Sun. So, really looking forward to seeing how they stage this one. And here's the kitchenette. By the way, 2 sockets in the kitchenette, always for regulations. Believe it or not, some builders don't know that. Some builders don't know that. If you want a green flag for builder, they tell you what the regulations are. Obviously, I know them, and if you're getting into this, if you're experienced, you'll know them. But if you're like beginning and you're about to do your first one, a huge thing you need to get when it comes to a builder is they must know all the regulations for the local area. If they come from another area and go into this area, for example, they've done a couple HMOs, chances are they may not know the local regulations. So I like working with builders who have done tens and tens of projects in the exact area the HMO is in, because they'll almost definitely know all the regulations that they need to know and stay on top of them, because it affects them massively. Box that up, right? Here's an ensuite, without the ensuite bit, without the shower bit. However, we are going through to another studio style room, big beautiful windows. As you can see, again, the ensuite is behind the stairs. I need to stop saying as you can see, man. I'm really starting to notice that I say it all the time. There's a kitchenette. This one's a much longer kitchenette. Beautiful. Really happy with it. It's looking gorgeous. Now, the party is actually downstairs. Okay? So, the previous builder worked top to bottom. Hence why this has not been painted yet, right? So, we've got a bay window here. This is a studio style room. This was the old living room. And that was the old entrance. It's still an entrance, but that's when you walked in, and this was the living room. That's all brand new. Drop the floor down there to get the entrance down the side there. Here's the kitchen communal. Under the stairs, cupboard, storage. Look at the size of that tank. Huge. And that's what you need. You need a big tank, right? We did get a 3-phase meter in this place installed, by the way. So that's something you might need to consider. If you're doing 5 studios, 1 ensuite, check with your electrician, check with National Grid, well, depending on who you are with, and see if you need a 3-phase connection installed. It's not something you need every single time, but we needed it on this one. That's the new back door. Beautiful. Here is the room. This is where a lot of the focus has been this week, actually. Vents have been put in, electrics being put in, first fix plumbing, first fix electrics. We've got stud work up. Here's the ensuite. It's good for you to see what it looks like when it's back in this stage. So got sockets going in, exciting, and
That's where the shower is. That's where the sink is. That's where the toilet is. Obviously, all the first fix is happening. So, ensuite there, bed's going here. You can see a socket each side. That's where the bed's going. And down here is where the kitchenette is going. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is a big bastard of a room. Let's be real. Got some nice fat steels up there. I'm really excited to see how this room turns out, because all the flooring has been installed this week, stud work's been installed this week, first fix has been installed this week, ventilation, plumbing, electrics, like all of these things are being installed this week. It's very exciting to see what's going on with this room. All right, whilst I was driving over here, by the way, if you watched this long, then I hope you enjoyed this value that I'm about to drop. It's a bit, I'm going to call you out on your shit. So, it's all right. Yeah, so basically, whenever I come up with like an idea for like a real video or whatever, I just bang it down in my reminders app, and I have my reminders app there in the home screen. So there's a little tip for you. It's great. Because you could do like voice into it and it types. Brilliant. But what I have in there was, you actually need problems in order to get better. And that sounds very vague, so I'm going to go into the specific and how it's helped me, and I hope it helps you, because I was speaking to a few beginners when I done my talk the other night, and what I was saying, they were like, what advice have you got? I get DMs like, what advice do you have to people that are starting out? And it's never just, oh, you just got to be like relentless, you got to work hard. It's so like, that's so vague, right? And I'm not going to go into like specific actionable steps, because every person's situation is different. But I always tell them, I can guarantee you one thing will happen. Your worst day is yet to come, right? When you're starting out, like building a portfolio or building a property investment company like myself, when you're at the start, that is, you don't know anyone. You don't have any contacts, you don't have any business, you don't have any experience, you don't have any evidence, you don't have any deals, you don't have any clients, right? That's already really difficult, really hard, really scary, really daunting. So, but I still say to them, your worst day is ahead of you. So you're gonna have like thousands of problems that come up, and they're gonna be like loads of little problems, and that's okay. Like, it's natural that problems come up. But what I done for 2 years was I fought the fact that problems come up. I fought it. I was like, why are problems coming up? Something must be wrong if problems keep coming up. And it's like, your job is to like prevent as many as you can based on your experience. And as you get more experience, you can prevent more. However, there are going to be some that you cannot prevent. You know, there's just some things that are black swan events and you can never prevent it. All you can do is manage it and then learn from it and then try and prevent it again in the future. But if it's something that you still can't prevent, then, you know, you know how to manage it. You understand how it works. You got yourself out of it once, you get yourself out of it again. So I've been through a lot, and I've covered some of it on this channel, but I've been through that many once in a lifetime bad thing. It's a running joke between like me and a lot of like lenders, builder control, other builders, friends. They're like, fucking hell, Scott, like you've gone through that much in 1 year, that more than I have in 10 years, you know, like it's just unheard of. And it's been really tough, really tough. And also it's been tough for my clients. I'm not going to say that it hasn't, but it's also been tough on me. So the first few times was really fucking difficult, but now and because I got through all of them, and it was extremely difficult. I fought it. I had mental breakdowns, panic attacks, anxiety attacks, like all these things, like crying for days on end. Like sending an email was like running a marathon. It was just horrible, right? I was just at that depressed state for a long time. And that was earlier this year. However, I still showed up, still made sure I'd done all the work that was required. But what I'm trying to get at is every time you go through a huge problem, because these problems are coming your way, it's like a freight train. Every time you go through these problems and you overcome it, you're building an undeniable stack of evidence that you are who you say you are, and that results in confidence. That results in confidence. Here's a good example. So before I went to do my talk, I got told an hour before my talk, fuck, I think I'm actually hearing myself say it, and I think I've already spoken about it. I think I've spoken about it in this video. Anyway, an hour before my talk, I got told that a deal was fall through and that's tens of thousands of pounds gone. Boom. And I was able to like crack on and do the thing that I was still scared of the most. But the reason I was able to do that is because I've been through so much horrible shit throughout the years. And now it's just like water off a duck's back. And I know I've already given that example, but I really want to hit it home that every time you have a huge problem, seeing it as the opportunity to handle pressure and making the story better, like the bigger the dragon, the better the story. We all know that. So if you see this like, okay, this is an opportunity for me to prove that I can handle pressure. I am who I say I am. Build that undeniable stack of evidence that I can do this and use it as a lesson in the future. If you see each problem like that, then Problems that would have crushed you before now are water off a duck's back. I'll handle it tomorrow. That was my first instinct when I got told that. It was, okay, no, that's fine. We'll handle it tomorrow. I'm going to do this presentation. I'm going to fucking smash it. And then I'll handle it the next day, you know? Offer got rejected. So that's just the way it is. It wasn't great. On to the fucking next, man. We'll get more. But that's the attitude you got to have. Welcome these problems. They are a feature, not a bug. Everyone who is where you want to be have faced the problems that you are now facing, and they faced it several times over the course of several years, right? So if you are starting out and you are facing problems, understand that this is a feature, not a bug. It is a sign of success, not a sign of failure. The sign of failure is when you don't handle them and you quit. That's the failure. But if you do handle them, reach out to your network. That's what I did. I reached out to as many people as I could who are ahead of me, and I reached out to them asking for help. What would you do in this situation? What have you done in this situation? That's what I done, and they helped me. And now I get to help people too, because I've been through it, you know, I've been through these black swan events. So I do help people when I talk about them on this and they know that I've done it, and then they reach out to me, Scott, I'm just going through exactly what you spoke about. Any advice? I'm like, we're hopping on a fucking call and I'm going to help you through it. That's exactly it. It's like a big circle of like people helping each other, and it's really cool. So what I'm trying to say is problems are a feature, not a bug. Welcome every single problem. Understand that when a problem comes, that it's an opportunity for you to present yourself and fucking be good at what you do, and then learn from it, and then try and prevent it from happening again in the future. Because if you resist the fact that problems keep coming up, you will break down. You will have panic attacks. You will crash and burn mentally, financially, potentially physically, and then quit. And then you will tell everyone, don't do that. Property investment's a scam. That HMO's fucking scam. Deal source, that's a scam. Don't be doing that. You'll never win. Like, you'll be that person in the pub 30 years from now, bitter, sour, and angry at yourself, advising other people not to do it because you fucking failed and you couldn't handle the problems yourself. I'm telling you right now, man, you need to understand that problems are okay. They're a feature, not a bug. And if you have problems, reach out to people around you. I needed to say that because for years I struggled. For years I completely couldn't handle it. And it's now the advice I give to people. Like I feel like a lot of the advice these days from others is you just got to be like disciplined. You got to be consistent. And yes, you do. You have to. Those are fundamental laws of success. But another one that people aren't, they're usually, because they're selling something, I ain't selling anything to you. Understand that problems come up. And that's why people hire me. They know this world is full of fucking problems. That's why they hire Scott, to either prevent them and or manage them and find solutions. That's my job. So if you're going to get into this end-to-end portfolio building service or deal sourcing, your job is the problem solver. Even if you're building your own portfolio, you're top of the food chain. You are the problem solver. So if you don't understand what the problem is or how to solve it, ask your builder. He might know. Ask your fucking architect, structural engineer, building control, friends, family, other investors. I went to a networking event a couple of weeks ago. My problem was I can't find a solicitor that isn't going to rip me the fuck off. So I went and I stood up and I just went, hi everyone, looking for a solicitor just because I need some joint venture contracts drafted up. Being quoted over $6,000. I think I'm being ripped off. If you know anyone that could do it cheaper and still as good, please let me know. That'd be great. You know, go to an event, stand up, declare your problem, as long as it's not like a confidential problem. But honestly, man, I hope this bit helped, because a few years ago, I needed someone to say this to me. And I'm desperate for someone to hear what I'm saying and understanding that the shit you're going through right now, the horrible shit that you are going through right now is normal. It is a feature, not a bug. Reach out to people for help. Put your ego to the side, because that pride, that ego, you trying to be the smartest person in the room and acting as if you've got no problems going on and you know all the solutions, that's the shit that's going to make you fail, or at least have a miserable, successful route. Because you can still be successful and still be miserable the whole way because you weren't able to ask for help. Okay? Right. Oh God, this has been my rant. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.